Hello, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls of all ages. Spank the Monkey back again with another unboxing video. This time of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan Commander Precons. So, for those who have been watching my videos, I have mentioned or declared that for at least 2023, it looks like LCI is my favorite set from that year, and I have been able to procure for myself the display commander covering all four commander precons, and this will be the first in a series of 4 videos where I will be opening each of these precons. And for now, we will start with Explorers of the Deep. So each precon includes a collector booster sample pack, 2 legendary traditional foils, and the precon itself. The reason why I wanted to do this and pick up the entire set of precons is that actually these are pretty good decks, well made, good reprints, and a lot of good cards, and plus very nice card design. I was actually influenced by the video of the Prof, where he talked about this particular set, and there are some powerful cards here. So even if I don't play with some of these precons, I will be able to cannibalize them for some pretty good cards that I can use in the future or in my existing decks. So why don't we go ahead with opening the first box. This one specifically is the Merfolk deck, which is the Explorers of the Deep, which is a Simic commander. And it says here that it's 1/1 counters explore for lands and buffs. Alright, so let's pick out the stuff, alright, from the box. Oh, this is new, so we have some type of envelope here or packet which contains the collector booster sample pack. Feels like there's maybe 1 or 2 cards in here. A folded up version of the deck box, which is good, and the life counter. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I do like that they have this packet that contains the deck box and the collector booster. That's nice. So we'll open this at the end. And why don't we go ahead with the box itself? So we have the punch out counters here. Right, so just a minimal number of punch out counters this time. There's a door that opens to release the cards, just in plain plastic. Inside we have some media here. All right, what we have, so this is an information, I suppose, packet on the deck, Explorers of the Deep, commander rules, okay. And it talks a little bit about Hakbal of the Surging Soul, which is the lead singer of this deck. Alright, so maybe I can read that later. Let's get ahead to opening this particular pack. Right, okay, so I do have a few tribal decks, and I'm actually quite excited about the dinosaur tribal in this particular set. And I do have some human tribal as well, but I have not had a chance yet to put together a Merfolk deck. Actually, Merfolk, Vampire, or what was the other one? Pirates. I have not set up decks for those tribals, so it's actually good for me to get these precons from LCI, so that I can start slotting in some of the more powerful cards that I've have in my collection and set up these decks. Okay, so we'll start now with the first here. We have the lead singer, Hakbal of the Surging Soul, Forecast Simic Merfolk Scout, power toughness 3/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each Merfolk creature you control explores. And so what this does is reveal top card of your library, put that card into your hand if it's a land, otherwise put a 1/1 counter on that exploring creature, then put the card back, or put it into your graveyard. Whenever Hakbal of the Surging Soul attacks, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield if you don't draw a card. So this is a very, very powerful commander. You can take advantage of Explore, so each Merfolk would be able to explore, so you can put counters on them, you can put cards in your hand. Very, very powerful, and basically you also have ability to have some card advantage there. Then the last part here is that when you attack, you put a land card to the battlefield or draw a card, which is super powerful. So this is a really good commander. Now the secondary commander is, let me know if I'm saying this right, Sholatoyak, the Smiling Flood. So this is a 6 to cast Salamander Serpent 6/6. So whenever this enters battlefield or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition to its other types for as long as it has a flood counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, untap each permanent you control with a counter on it. So this is pretty cool because you're able to take advantage of a counter strategy and use that to be able to untap your permanents, similar to like a Prophet of Kufix or Seedborn Muse, although it's at your end step. But still, right, you can really find ways to get some value in untapping your permanents that have counters on it. And being Simic, there's so many ways to be able to put permanents on your permanents. Put counters on your permanents. And it doesn't even have to be 1/1 counters, right? So you can have, what is that? The Slumbering Island for Erixmathes. So that has a slumber counter on it. So at the end of your turn, you can actually untap that, tap it again for land. Right, so that's pretty cool. So I do like this secondary commander. It could be worth exploring a commander deck as well using this card. Okay, so next we have a Merfolk Cave Diver. All right, uncommon. It's Aetherize, nothing new there. Deep Root Waters. All right. Nero Regery. So 3 to cast Merfolk Soldier. Other Merfolk get 1/1, and when you cast a Merfolk spell, you may tap or untap target permanent. Okay, Rapid Hybridization. So good removal. Raven Form. So let me pick this up so I can bring it closer to the camera. So Sage of Fables. By the way, I do apologize. I don't know if these are new cards or reprints, so I won't be able to judge if these are good additions to the Merfolk tribal meta. But I'm seeing, at least the cards I'm seeing, they're all very synergistic, and I think that's one of the positive comments, right, from folks on the net, that these packs, or sorry, these commander sets out of the box are actually pretty strong and pretty coherent, and they're playable definitely out of the box. But for sure, there are ways to be able to upgrade these decks. So Beast Within. Okay, Nikanzil, Current Conductor. Okay, Evolution Sage. So this one allows you to proliferate. So take advantage of that counter strategy. Explore. Okay, Reprint, Inspiring Call. So Damage Reach. Nothing new there. Growth Spiral. Kiora's Follower. Okay, I think these are reprints. Merfolk Mistbinder, not sure about that one, but it's an Anthem effect. Skydiver. Tatyova is definitely a reprint or reprinted death. Okay, then we have the Signet. That is Arcane. Commander Sphere. Simic Signet, a Soul Ring. So you got some boots and a command tower, the ubiquitous land. Llanowar Reborn. Pretty cool because it comes in with a 1/1 counter on it. So this could be untapped by Sholatoyak. Myriad Landscape, Path of Ancestry. Okay, we have a Mist Dancer for the rare. Flying, other Merfolk get 1/0 and have flying. Oh, that's pretty cool. 5 to cast and has Encore. Ripples of Potential. So this is a instant proliferate then choose any number of permanents control that had a counter put on them this way. Those permanents face out. Ooh, nice. Okay, Wave Goodbye. 4 to cast sorcery. Return each creature without a 1/1 counter on it to its owner's hand. So pretty good sort of board wipe there. Reminiscent to, what was that blue board wipe where non-serpents are returned to hand. Non-serpents, Leviathans, and what's the other one? I forget now, but yeah, there is that. Bygone Marvels for rare. So this is new because it has Descend, which came out in the LCI mechanic. So 2 to cast with Descend 8. As you cast the spell, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, copy the spell twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, exile Bygone Marvels. So if you have 8 or more permanents, then basically you have 3 of these when you cast it. That's pretty good. Deep Root Historian. Merfolk and Druid cards in your graveyard have Retrace. Alright, and then another rare here, Topography Tracker. 3 to cast Merfolk Scout. 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, create a map token. If a creature you control would explore, instead it explores and it explores again. So doubles up on the Explore, which is one of the main mechanics of the commander. Wow, that's pretty good. Tributary Instructor, which has Mentor. And whenever a creature you control with 1/1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Nice. Singer of Swift Rivers, another rare. Here you cast with Flash, 3/2. When Singer of Swift Rivers enters the battlefield, put a shield counter on another target creature you control. You may cast Merfolk spells as though they had Flash. So that's nice. Benthic Biomancer. Want to cast Wizard with Adapt, so you can put counter on it, and then whenever you put a counter, you can draw a card and discard a card. Okay, Commit, Sorcery, Coralheim Commander. Sure. Curse of Swine. Okay, so I can see that there are a couple of good removals here, which is always nice to see and be able to interact with your opponents. Emperor Mihail II. Merfolk Noble. Okay, look at top card of your library anytime. Cast Merfolk spell, stop your library. Whenever you cast a Merfolk spell, you may pay 1. If you do, create a Merfolk token. Nice. Okay, Herald of Secret Streams. That's actually good, right? So creatures with counters on it, with 1/1 counters on them, can't be blocked. Okay, great. This is Kindred Discovery. Powerful card for card draw. Cupola, Warden of Waves. This might be a new design, a new card. Spells your opponent cast, the target Merfolk costs 2 more. And abilities your opponents activate, the target Merfolk costs 2 more. Ouch. Okay, Master the Pearl Trident. Merfolk Sovereign. Reflections of Litara. Yeah, this is pretty good for tribal. And then Seafloor Oracle. Okay, draw a card. Surge Spanner. Okay. Zvylun of Sea and Sky. I think this came in the MH2 set. So this is a mythic. Another mythic is Thassa, God of the Sea. Not sure if this is a reprint or this is new. So it's a 3 to cast legendary enchantment creature god. 5/5 indestructible as long as the devotion to blue is less than 5. Thassa isn't a creature. So at the beginning of your upkeep, you scry 1. Now you can pay 2. Target creature control can't be blocked this turn. Okay. Thieving Skydiver. Alright. And then we have some enchantments here. Branching Evolution for those counters. Deep Root Elite. When the Merfolk enters the battlefield under control, put a 1/1 counter on target Merfolk you control. Hardened Scales, that's pretty good. Realm Walker, always good. Ruinous Intrusion, is this new? So for the cast, exile target artifact or enchantment, put X 1/1 counter to target creature control, where X is the mana value of permanent exile this way. So nice, removal and counter strategy at the same time. Cold-Eyed Selkie, cool. Okay, mythic here we have Kumena, Tyrant of Orazca. 3 to cast Merfolk Shaman, 2/4. Tap another untapped Merfolk you control. Kumena, Tyrant of Orazca can be blocked this turn. Tap 3 untapped Merfolk you control, draw a card. Tap 5 untapped Merfolk you control, put a 1/1 counter on each Merfolk you control. Cool. Prime Speaker Zigana. Now this is a 6 to cast Merfolk Wizard. Enters battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it, where X is the greatest power among other creatures you control. When Speaker enters the battlefield, draw cards equal to its power. Wow, okay. Quandrix Command, a nice reprint here. Ascendancy. Shana, Voice of Thunder, I think is also a reprint. Vorel of the Hull Clade. Okay, double the number of each kind of counter on target artifact, creature, or land. Zigana, Utopian Speaker, Forticast Wizard, and the battlefield, you control another with 1 counter, draw a card, adapt 4. Each creature you control with 1 counter on it has trample. That's great. Okay, Metallic Mimic, Shapeshifter. It has a counter thing as well. Each other creature you control with chosen type and has bound with an additional 1 counter on it. So it has a buff, and then I think we have lands here. I think the lands here are all pretty good. I mean, yeah, maybe just a couple of upgrades here and there, maybe some dual lands, but the lands that we have are Alchemist Refuge, Hinterland Harbor, Karn's Bastion, Mosswart Bridge, Temple of Mystery, Vine Glimmer Snarl. So the only one that comes in tapped really is Mosswart and Temple of Mystery, and in this Simic Growth Chamber. So yeah, so even the mana base is actually quite solid for this deck. So let me put that away. I'm quite happy with this. I'm really interested to try out this deck because some of the videos I've seen shows that it actually has a lot of power, and once you get the commander going, it's really hard to stop, right? Because of that explore mechanic that allows you to filter your hand or put counters on your creatures. So that is pretty cool. Okay, so to close out the show, we have the Collector Booster Pack here, which unfortunately, Collector Booster Pack Sample, which unfortunately is quite hard to open. So allow me a minute here to try and wrest this apart. Okay, here we go. So I think there might be, oh, there's 3 cards in here. I'm seeing already, I think there's some foils here because we have a bit of bending. Okay, so why don't we, okay, the first one is a promo, I don't know, what do you call this thing, this marketing card. Okay, and then first one would be a Borderless Restless Reef. Right, okay, so no gold there. And the next one would be a Foils Scytheclaw Raptor. Alright, so 1 rare and 1 foil uncommon to close the show. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this particular unboxing. Please watch out as I give you updates on how I upgrade this deck, and probably in the next couple of weeks I will start to make some deck videos and be able to share some of my favorite commander decks for you guys. But until then, we'll open the next couple of Ixalan or LCI commander decks, and I'll see you on the next one. So take care, bye bye.